A very good morning, venerable members of Mahasangha, brothers, sisters, and friends in Dhamma. If you remember, on the first day, in the evening, on the 30th of September, at the dinner inaugural session, I was the fourth speaker. As soon as I reached the podium to speak, the blessing showered from the heaven, so I could not complete my talk. Probably that's why today I have been given a second chance to speak to you all. I'm very much thankful to the organizers for giving me the second chance. I understand almost all of us are Buddhists in some way. Once my friend asked me, Venerable, how many kinds of Buddhists are there in the world? So I told him, might be 3 kinds of Buddhists. Who are those? Theravada Buddhist, Mahayana Buddhist, Vajrayana Buddhist? And he said, no, I don't know the kind of Buddhist. There are some other kind of Buddhists. They exist. Then I asked him, what kind of Buddhists do you know? Then he said, traditional Buddhists, those who are born to Buddhist family, they are traditional Buddhists. And there are second category of Buddhists, they are called talking Buddhists. They simply talking about Buddha, Buddhism like that. Then I asked him, who are the talking Buddhists? They say mostly those who are in schools, colleges, universities. They talk about Buddhism, Buddha, they don't practice. So we have second category of Buddhism, or Buddhists, talking Buddhists. It's not my word, my friend. Otherwise, you may blame me, right? Okay. And the third category of Buddhists, he says, the practicing Buddhists. Those who try to understand the teachings of the Buddha, study deeply with the intention to practice it and realize the Dharma, the Dhamma. So the third category of Buddhists is practicing Buddhists. So I hope as Buddha teaches us to elevate ourselves step by step, the first step is a theoretical understanding of the teaching of the Dharma. The second step is practicing of the Dharma and elevating oneself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever term you can give. So you are much better elevated once you practice the Dharma. And once we have practiced the Dharma or Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha, and we elevate ourselves, what is next? As Buddhists, what is our commitment to ourselves, to our people, to our country, to the world at large? This is what, if we refer to the words of Buddha, where Buddha has asked the monks, nuns, lay upasikas, to work for 3 kinds of welfare. First, work for yourself, develop yourself, elevate yourself, realize yourself in Dharma. Second, once you have done it for yourself, then work for your relatives, for your countrymen, then for the world at large. So Buddha-tacharya, Jnata-tacharya, Loka-tacharya, 3 kinds of action that we can do. So here, when we gather in this kind of conference, it is really auspicious and important that Buddha has said, Sukho Sangassa Samadhi, coming together in harmony and unity of Buddhist Sangha, that is monks, nuns, lay people together to discuss and plan for something to do for Dharma, for the people, for the world, is a really auspicious Mangala and an occasion of happiness. But Samatganam taposukho, when we plan and work harmoniously for something great, something good, then that is much more better and happier. That's what we are supposed to do. Before I end, I would like to pose a question to you all as Buddhists. What is our responsibility? What is our takeaway from this kind of conference? To discharge our responsibility to the world. What are the Buddhist values? What are the human values that we can continue from this kind of platform? If, as a Buddhist, my value is to propagate and spread compassion, peace building, and preserving the nature, taking care of the animals, meek animals, protecting the environment, then as Buddhists, we'll be doing that. If my value as Buddhist or human being, if I take it to fight, to quarrel, to slander others, then I'll be doing also accordingly. So as Buddhists, our values we have to take up and live for that values in our life, and also show as example that Buddhists are peace-loving people, they take care of the environment. I call this our nature-given gift. The free nature-given gift, if we see the mountains, beautiful rivers, rocks, the air, water we have, these are nature-given gift. So these nature-given gift or God-given gift, whatever you call, it's our responsibility as human beings to protect and preserve and live for next generations. If we only talk like talking Buddhists about so many things, don't do the practical things on the ground, then I think we'll not be doing our dharma in a right way. So I hope as Buddhists we'll definitely discuss, but don't limit only to talking Buddhism. We should be practicing Buddhism, as my friend has told, for the welfare, benefit of all living beings. Now, I have a message from Most Venerable Dr. Vaskadove Mahindavansa Mahanayaka Thera of Sri Lanka, who was supposed to be here to address the gathering, but due to unavoidable circumstances, he could not come. And I have been given the task to read out his message. It is a great honor to address the gathering for the 4th International Conference on Vajrayana Buddhism, which is organized by the Central Monastic Body and the Center for Bhutan and GNH Studies in Thimphu, Bhutan. Organizing and gathering for promoting and enhancing Buddhism and Buddhist culture have become essential in the modern world. Although modernity of Buddhism is a felicitous and well-timed theme to be brought into discussion, there is no doubt that Buddhism is appropriate for past, present, and future, which is said to be Kalatrayavarthi. Despite the fact observed many countries around India to be Buddhist is remarkable. For the sake of that development, India being the land of Buddha has been rendering a tremendous service until the present moment. Inherited Buddhist culture has profoundly influenced every country by cultivating an exclusive moral discipline, promoting peace and harmony. Bhutan is one of the best examples. Simultaneously, IBC, the co-organizer of the event, has been working hard towards creating a common platform for Buddhists around the world. Therefore, I would like to be thankful for the government of India and IBC for underpinning such promotional programs. Bhutan claimed to be the most vibrant, beautiful Buddhist country by permeating Buddhism in every aspect of daily life. The zongs, monasteries, stupas, prayer flags, and prayer wheels that form part of the landscape, and the monks and the nuns in every village and every town symbolize the precious influence of Buddhism in Bhutan. Before concluding, I must note my regret for not being able to attend the event due to an unavoidable circumstance. Finally, I would like to send my heartiest wishes for the government of Bhutan, Central Monastic Body, and the Center for Bhutan and GNA Studies, and IVC, for organizing this conference, creating a platform for Buddhists from different countries to share their experience and to preserve, propagate, and promote the Dhamma. Thank you. Wish everyone all the best wishes and happiness. This is message from Vaskadva Venerable. Thank you so much, everyone.